Welcome back for another episode of This Old Boat. In this week's episode, we go down to the boat, we power her up, we turn on all the systems that we're going to need while we're there, and bring on the lights. It's time to get started on this project. One of the first things we want to set out to do is we want to get that extra long bolt trimmed off. You know, that one that's been hanging down in the way of the panel when we put it up there. So we went ahead and cut that off. We're going to use our Dremel tool to do that. And hopefully, with any luck, we'll get it cut off and not start any fires on the boat. Well, so that went all right. Created a lot of smoke, a lot of smell, but we eventually got that cut off. We used our little Dremel tool with a nice little carbide blade on there to take care of that job. All in all, it worked out pretty well, but again, it should have never been like that. I don't know how that bolt ended up being left so long like that, but there you go. It's off now. No worries. Time to move on. Now that we have a couple coats of varnish on our new beautiful teak panel, this is the one that's going to be going in the overhead section of the nav station. Sure looks beautiful, doesn't it? Okay, so here's a brief view of it temporarily installed just above the nav station. Wow, it's already starting to look like a thing of beauty if you ask us. We're really happy with how it turned out. Baby and I are really thrilled. We also found a way to hide those speaker wires. No more speaker wires dangling out in the view for everybody to see. That just looked really tacky if you ask us. So we're happy with that. This is starting to look like one of those really nice turnaround projects. So we'll see how this thing progresses, but so far so good. So here's a couple pictures taking a look at that new teak panel temporarily installed in over the navigation station area. It sure looks nice. It definitely was the right direction to go. We like that over the white vinyl covered plywood. And the only thing now is that it seems like the back panel really does not belong there looking like that. So we're trying to decide on whether to replace that back panel. Also, once we decided on what type of light fixture we're going to use above the nav station, we realized we needed to make some more teak light bases. So we had to get started on some more of those. This is always interesting and fun, but it makes a big mess. So once we had a few teak blocks cut out to the size we needed, it was time to round over the corners. And we have these nice fancy little radius tools that we put on there and use them with the router table. Turns out really nice. Puts a really smooth, beautiful edge on that corner. Turns out very cool. So if you haven't seen one of those, check it out. These are pretty neat. We picked ours up off of Amazon. You can probably get them all over the place, but that's where we picked ours up from. So anyways, that turned out really nice. And then we have a couple examples of some of the bases that we just finished making. We put a few beautiful edges and corners on them, and they turn out really nice. So now we have a few more lights to put into the boat.
Perfect!
Welcome back to another exciting and thrill-filled adventure with DIY Nautical Dream. Okay, maybe that was a little over the top. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get our next video started.
Welcome back! Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below. And please watch our video from the very beginning up until the end.
In case you missed it in last week's video, we had a lot of little processes we needed to get out of the way before we could move forward with this overhead refit project. First things up, we need to make some plywood filler panels to replace the ones where we cut out all the rotted plywood. So we combined together a couple pieces of plywood that we had fit into those slots, and then we epoxied and fiberglassed those together and went ahead and bonded them back into the overhead area. At the same time, we sealed the edges of the old plywood that was left up in there. Next, we fiberglassed all the new pieces of filler plywood into place. Let me tell you, that was a mess. We had a lot of fun with that one. Next, it was time to paint everything white and make it all nice and pretty, which we did. At that point, we ran into a little bit of a problem. You see, we ran out of teak plywood. So it was time to head out to Harbor Teak out in Tacoma and pick up another sheet of teak plywood. And Justin was kind enough to give us a hand cutting that plywood so it would fit into the back of our car. so we could take it to the boat and continue to move forward working on this project. Back at the boat, we used the fitted door skin panel, and we used that as a template and used a router to cut out our new teak panel to match that door skin. So that worked out pretty good. Made a little bit of mess, but we did it outside, so it wasn't so bad. After that, we had two pieces now, and we'll put the teak panel aside and use the door skin to do final fitting and final trimming so we don't damage the teak panel. One of the things we like to do to protect the teak panels after we've cut them to size, we like to put some nice heavy coat of varnish on there, and that protects them from delaminating and anything cutting through that veneer. Then it was time to put the door skin up there for a check fit, and we also tucked the speaker wires away, which was really nice to get those out of sight. So in case you missed it, check into last week's video. We hope you like it.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome
back.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich.
Together we make DIY Nautical Dream. So this week's episode,
this will be our first look at the new teak panel for the nav station. We're going to do a test fit out of it. So this will be our first look seeing it installed, as long as everything fits and goes well. So that'll be a good thing. Just kind of give us a look at what it's going to look like with the new panel. Hopefully it looks better than the white vinyl.
oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, the one that was all blown out.
Yeah.
So anyways, hopefully we've come far enough that that's going to look better. So we have stopped all the leaks in that area, so that is nice. But yeah, we're going to take a look at that. We need to get around to trimming that bolt, the one that's hanging down a little bit longer than the rest. I don't know why that didn't get taken care of before at the factory, but we're going to fix that here now.
And we're going to be making more Teak light bases.
Oh yeah, we got to make a few more of those. We just kind of make them in advance as we need them, but we don't want to like make a whole bunch of them. They take a lot of time. So we'll make a batch of those up for the next few needs that we're going to have to install those in the near future. It's going to look nice. It's just they take a long time to make. So we'll make a few of those as well.
All right, so stay tuned guys. We're going to show you our update for this week's video.
Yep. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. It's time to get things started around here and bring this boat to life. Wake her up. So we're going to cut this bolt off, this one right here. I'm not sure why somebody installed it too long, but we're going to fix that right now. We need to do something to help pull the heat out of the bolt so it doesn't get transferred into the fiberglass decking above that the bolt's passing through. So we're going to apply a pair of vice grips for a heat sink. Okay, we're almost there. All right, let's see how that turned out. Okay. And there's the piece right there, so good to go. Took care of that. Here, I'll put these on here to help kind of pull some of the heat out of the bolt because it's going up through the deck and all that, and I really don't want those parts super hot for a long period of time. So I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but we'll just leave it there for now. Man, that turned out beautiful right there. Looking really good. That's going to be nice That's 3 coats of varnish right there. That's going to be really nice over the navigation station area. Not bad. Okay, so that's just kind of the rough first fit up of the new Teak panel. And you can see we have a couple of temporary screws holding it in place there. But you see, it's going to look just like down here when it's all done. Some of the new improvements we did is, you see the wires are going to come out the speaker for the surround sound speakers. These wires are going to come out from underneath, so you won't see them. Before, they were stapled and running all over the place. Same thing over here. Now the wires are running up here, and I'll have it run along the top edge right up here. You won't see it, so that'll be cool. Before, they had the speaker wires coming out of there. That's pretty high end, right? So we're not doing that action. But we have trim that goes along here. We have this piece of trim that goes along here. We also have this piece of trim that goes up along here, like so. So we're going to run a piece across the back also. Something like that. Just to kind of finish the look. Plus, it's going to hide those holes that they put in there. Otherwise, we'd probably just leave it the way it is, but I don't like those holes, and it just looks like it's going to look unfinished to me. So we're gonna add some trim on there. So we got to make that trim. But anyways, so that we got screw holes here, here, and there as well. And so that's what we got going on. Slowly but surely. And then we have to figure out where we're going to mount our lamp, or not our lamp, but figure out where we're going to mount our light here. It's probably going to come out a little bit further, probably somewhere in this area here, so that we can get the benefit of the light down over here. So we'll bring it out a little bit farther. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about here, if we're going to put the old pieces back that were in there, or if we're going to do something a little bit nicer. But for right now, we're not going to worry about that. So one step at a time. So here's a couple pictures taking a look at that new Teak panel temporarily installed in over the navigation station area. It sure looks nice. It definitely was the right direction to go. We like that over the white vinyl covered plywood. And the only thing now is that it seems like the back panel really does not belong there looking like that. So we're trying to decide on whether to replace that back panel, and we're also trying to decide whether to put those teak slats back or whether to do some kind of a pin rail or something else. Not sure yet. Your thoughts? What do you guys think? All right, so today we're making a few more new light bases. Gonna make 2 more of the square ones. We're making 2 more of the small rectangle ones, and then we're going to make 1 more of the big oval ones. So that's what we're up to for now. We have our nice little radius gauge. It's going to work out really good. Put it right on the corner like that. The wheel on the router will follow this, so it'll cut the radius into the corner of the wood. Works out really good. So here's a couple examples of the teak blocks after we've cut them to length and squared them up. And then we're getting ready to round over the corners. So we have these neat little fancy tools that we bought from Amazon, and they do the radius on the corners. Turns out pretty good. And then we have the large oval one. That one's always a handful, but we'll get it. All in all, we really like making these. They do make a mess, but they're a lot of fun at the same time. All right, so we're gonna use these handy little angle guides here. It's gonna go on here like that. We'll hold it in place. The wheel right here is going to follow on the guide, and as we get around to the corner, it'll eventually just follow that. We'll take that little corner off and then come back around like that. So they work pretty good. And we'll go ahead and give it a try here. So now we have a nice little smooth corner on there. So that worked out pretty good. So we'll do the same thing on the rest of the corners. We'll have all of our corners rounded over, and then we'll be ready for that next step of putting the nice, I'll show you here one second. The next step will be, after we put the corners, the rounded corners on, we'll do this nice little edge on there. Make it look all purty and stuff. So that's what we're doing today. We're making some more light bases. So we need more, and so it's just nice to have a couple more made up in advance, and we'll get them all varnished up and everything. So it'll turn out nice. All right, so we have the corners all rounded over now. Using the nice little radius gauge here. So that turned out really nice. All right, and it can flip over to do different types of radiuses. I have several of these for different types of corners, so it's kind of nice. All nice and smooth. All right, so there we go. Another large oval teak light base nearing completion. These ones are always most challenging for us just because of the shape and how much material we need to take off of them to put that final trim edge on there. They make a big mess, take up a lot of time. But in the end, I think these are the most beautiful lights that we have that we've actually made, and we really like them. So we're going to keep making those and keep installing them throughout the boat where we need them. But they sure look nice. What do you guys think? You like those? Yeah, they're pretty cool. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up what we're doing with the light bases. We have a couple of nice little examples of some of the different shapes and sizes we're making. All in all, it's DIY for our lights, and we like it. These are one-offs. You're not going to see them anywhere else. Our own personal touch in our lighting system for our boat. Anyways, we hope you enjoy.
Perfect!
right, so we're back, guys.
Yep.
So what do you think, Kenny?
I think it worked out all right. It really looks nice. That teak panel sure looks good. And I definitely like that. What do you think of that?
Yep.
Yep.
It looks very nice.
Do you
Good
like
job,
that?
honey.
Do you like it better than the white vinyl panel?
I still miss the white vinyl.
That one was all blown out,
Yeah.
man. That one, I think all the fun had been had on that one. So let us know in the comments what you guys think. Do you like it better with the white vinyl wrap plywood, or do you like the teak look better? We're kind of partial to the teak. That's what we're trying to go for. But, you know, some people like the offset of the white inside the interior to lighten things up. But it looks good.
And let us know in the comment also about the light bases.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the near future,
Yeah.
we're gonna put some on our merchant.
Yeah, we're gonna try and we'll try and make a couple extras one of these days and put some up for sale maybe. So if you guys are interested, let us know. Yeah, it's they are very beautiful. We really like them. So
Yeah.
it gives us that look we wanted. We would really like something in bronze or brass, but we just can't find it. There's nothing on the market, so not anything we can afford anyway. So yeah, we went ahead and got that bolt trimmed off. That worked out all right. We used the old Dremel tool to cut that off and made a few sparks, but we were careful to make sure nothing caught on fire. So good to go there. And yeah, so we're just making steady progress.
All right, so thanks for watching, guys. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below.
Right down here somewhere. Click, click, cling.
And please watch our video from the very beginning up until the end.
Yep. If you made it this far, then I guess you did. So, but we really appreciate it if you have watched this far. It helps us with the watch hours as well. So we're just trying to hit that 1,000 goal.
Yep,
And
we're almost there.
It'll get us a little bit of money.
Hopefully this year.
Well, it's still early, but I hope we can make it. We
Yep.
just need we need under 100 now, so we're getting there. But yeah, so we just appreciate it. If you've been a long-time subscriber, we thank you for sticking around and watching us all the way through to this point. If you're new to the channel, we really appreciate your new subscription as well, and we welcome you on board. So we thank you, everyone, for watching.
See you guys next video.
See ya. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye. Dang, if I would have hit record.
You did.
Oh, okay, good.
It's CGI action.
Yeah, we're on the DJI, better hit. Yeah, we got record going this time. Dang, if I only hit record. Man.
I think you did.
Okay.
Tell us what's going on.
Take 2,000.
Yep. Don't forget to... Hi guys.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back. I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich.
Together. We make... What? Just like we are... Like, just...
All right. Straighten her out here.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment... Oh, hang on.
Maybe you can help me.
I did last night.
All right. All right, guys. We'll show you how things come along, and we'll show you this update for this week's video.
That doesn't write also.
No.
Okay. So no more. Did we record it?
Yep.
Dang, I don't have my microphone.
Oh, man. You almost had me on that one. Dang, that would have been bad.
Welcome back. Oops. JK. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Nope.
Anyways, bye. Oh, is it recording? Maybe not. Did we record it?
Hang on. Hang on.
Perfect!